Welcome, welcome, welcome. Geeia Ariati. I will say that again for those in the back that don't know how to pronounce my name. It's Geeia. Geeia. And I have been called to jump on this transmission by my guides, by my flow, by the connection. And when I was tuning in before jumping in, the message I got was to just allow the channel to unfold and speak from this place so that the message can come through from truth and without distortion. So in saying that, that means that I drop out of my own filtration of my own identity, my mind, the mind that I've created through the sum of experiences of my life. And I am going to share and express from the place of higher unity consciousness to see what that is that comes through. And I welcome you to breathe into your body, into your heart space, into receiving, into allowing, into letting every atom, molecule, and cell start to open to receiving this transmission, this activation, this remembrance. And this was inspired by coming into creative flow of receiving through another sister where I got to sit and receive her transmission. So my hope is that this activates something within you to get your creative flow inspired so that you can bring forth your own magic through the receiving of these words. What we'd like to discuss today is the concept of being out of alignment and how extremely interesting we find this from our level of understanding as beings that see from a place of unity and union with one of all things, of all of creation. There really is no way of being out of alignment. Alignment is in all experiences. However, your mind is what has already decided that you are out of your connection with all that is. It is merely a thought form and a perceived idea that you are separate from what you are. As you begin to understand this concept at a higher level, you will see that the mind and its separation from source is the only thing that is allowing the idea of in alignment or out of alignment. The more that you choose to bridge your own separation through thought and through the feeling and experiencing of your human vessel, you'll see that it is just your perception of your reality. Alignment is in and out of your perception of alignment. What we mean by that is that even when you are perceiving yourself as being out of alignment, that it is perfect in its expression, because even to the egoic mind, you are able to redirect yourself back into what you are deciding is alignment. We understand sometimes that these concepts are challenging for the human conditioning, and that when we speak about alignment being a false paradigm, that your ego would like to resist these thought forms and ideas. But as you continue to choose to think that you are separate from source and oneness, you continue to believe that you are not in alignment with all things. Ariate te atia tia taia tuku areani. Enchiakia akia akianai. Eriata ta 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 yara heara hea. Ayare hiare hiara hu. Ayera heara heana hu. Ayare heara hu. As your separate mind and the conditioned self starts to integrate with the truest essence of your being, which is unified with Creator, your experience will be one of less perceived division. As you are not separate, you are one with all things, and your separate mind will start to have a new lens of experiencing, so it merges with truth. The ego is just the sum of experiences, thought forms, conditioning, and belief systems. When this ego remembers and aligns with oneness, there will no longer be a perceived perception that you are separate from all of life. Kararia ke shateatia atianianaya sateatia tukuare. Area, 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 heia. Insarea kueare hiana huea. Ayate hiate ate hia. Anahi ana huea heia. Ayakue hiare hei. As your human thought forms would like to continue to keep the concept of being out of alignment with Source, we will humor you by giving you a new tool to use as a way to redirect your thinking into more unification. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Really, the tool is quite simple. It is taking a moment to connect in to your heart center, to the place where you can bring awareness to all that is located in the center of your being, where you will no longer be able to identify the division of your mind, but instead feel the connection to peace, energy, frequency, and the knowing of all of creation. If your mind has decided that something is out of alignment and you would like to continue to use this concept to redirect you into oneness, then use it to align with your heart center so that you remember in that moment your state of being is unified. By redirecting your focus into this place within, you are able to simultaneously release the distortions of the mind by choosing to bring your focus into the experience of creation. Henseriaki atia etia shateatia tia tuquara. Harianina hayana hinai. Hayakuia rehiarahia. Just taking some deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Knowing that some of these transmissions are challenging to receive, and that the logical mind or the separate mind, the egoic mind, will try and dissect and manipulate the communications with these messages. They like to hold on to the parts that make sense for the ego to choose safety. And there is an attachment to certain strings of information that come through. The idea of these transmissions is when you're speaking from a place of unification and creator and truth without the identity's mind of separation, is that it's felt in the body. There's a deep resonance of knowing and an understanding that there is truly no such thing as being out of alignment. It is our perceived thought forms. It is our sum of experiences. And as we remember more and more that we are whole in every single moment, then we are able to identify that all it takes is a moment of redirecting our focus into the wholeness of that which we are. Nothing else is required in any moment. And it's not wrong to not choose that moment or that state of being also. If you choose not to redirect your focus into this place of presence, love, connection, truth, you're just choosing a different lens of experiencing life. It doesn't mean that you are not in truth, love, connection with Creator. You are. There is no possible other way. The only difference is the way that the mind is filtering the experience and mirroring it out into your world of how you are receiving this information. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful spontaneous transmission and communication. It's 11:11, and the level of expressions that will be coming through will be a lot more of these channeled transmissions of truth and wise tidbits. So if you feel as though this resonates and it opened and activated something in your body, it shifted something within your neuro pathways so that your perceived separation of experience is shifting, I would love to know how that felt within your field. I would love to know what you felt in your body shifting. And if you feel called and it's your truth to share the ripple of truth, to share these messages for others to be able to receive a greater truth, then please, I invite you to listen to that knowing, share it to your story, tag a friend, share it to your page, and let the truth that we hold within be activated and be the reminder for others to choose greater truth, to realize their own deceptions of their mind. It's only perception. We are already whole and perfect. And I'm going to leave you with something that I wrote before I jumped off this as a beautiful reminder of this. And just take a breath to receive this. Allowing the gift of Creator's frequency to be received in fullness will open the heart to all of the sacred possibilities of life, cleansing away the distortions, preventing the purity of what is to be the embodiment of divine flow. By remembering, feeling, and knowing, I am but a true reflection of the Sacred Heart, a worthy expression of the divine truth that flows with ease through the physical vessel. perfectly whole in each moment by recognizing the truth within and allow that to settle, allow that to be felt, allow that to activate. I love you. I love you. I see you. You are worthy. You are loved.